Just going to have a quick look at a trade. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the overgrown child that is the Scruffy Trader. I'm quickly going to put the screens on. I'm not going to talk a great deal. What it's about really is trusting your judgment, and I'll show you for why. Now, I do various things for the Scruffy Squad. I was asked the other day if I will do a breakdown. That is there. Did this on the 5th of February, a few days ago, Saturday, and said roughly what I expected the market to do. Now things change with the markets, with day traders. We're looking for small waves within a bigger pattern. Now this morning I put in the strengths, which is here, and it's kind of showing that the pound and the US are pretty close together. And then again down here, the pound's lost a bit of ground, and the US it's in the middle, right? So it's a tough call. So you've got to kind of look at reading the chart. So I'll go back to what I was looking at on Saturday, and then I put a bias in, and I worked it out to be a buy. Okay, and then that buy was questioned. Are you sure about this? Well, on my 5%ers account, I'd already been in and done it after I'd done my analysis, and looking at it, I still think it's the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to market and start placing some orders in for my wages, because as you can see, it is pushing on to an entry level, and I'm now going to look to enter the market. And what I'm looking for is a decent move and get my wages out of this. And in fact, it's not that bad. So I'm going to drop a second order in behind it, just down here, up to there. And this looks, actually, yeah. And we're going to load up, and we're going to see if we can get our wages out of this. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to leave the camera running, and then I'll come back to you at the end of the trade. Good or bad? So see you on the other side. Okay, boys and girls, there you go. Nice trade. But why did I take it? What did I do with it? I analysed this at the weekend and I saw a testing point, which is what I had a conviction of this morning. Now, even though this had a sell-off, and you can kind of see that here, this is a 5-minute chart. Does it actually hold that much weight? Not really. Not in the grand scheme to the big picture. Now, when I was pulled this morning, am I sure of this? Yes, I am. And I've just shown you why I'm sure of it. Because no matter what direction you're in, you have to stick with your conviction. And then once you stick with your conviction, you wait for the optimum entry. You put your target in, let it get on with it. Now, I went out for lunch today. I went to see some good friends, so salute to you. And it almost, well, it had 2 goes at it, as you can see. But if I was here, I'd have been working this wave to get into this zone where it's actually stalled at. You can see it here. And it has paid me quite well. Just working the waves. Now, there is an argument, and I get it all the time. You take too much off the table, and your stops are too big, and I do this and I do the other. Still here. Still got a good size account. Still get paid every day. And do you see any stress in this face? Not a lot of it. And why is that? Because I do plan it and I do work it out. I don't trade the way you're meant to. Because, let's put it this way. You're shown constantly by people that do the traditional thing. But traditional traders have a massive failure rate. Look at any broker, it's anywhere from 70 to 90%. Why? Because they're shown by the experts the wrong way. They're trying to tell you the risk has to be X, your profit has to be X, the market has to follow this. No, it doesn't. The market is dynamic. It will do what it wants to do. Very, very simple. Your job as a trader is to read what is going on. If you're just using moving averages and you're trying to do it on a low time frame as a day trader, wasting your time. Absolutely wasting your time. Why? They're too lagging. By the time you've caught up to what you need to know, it's finished. It's gone. You need to be able to preempt a market. And that means when you're watching something come down, the more it goes red, the more it's going to go green. That's just the way the markets are, because it can't move in a single direction indefinite. The hard part is knowing when that move is over. And that's where experience comes in and trusting your instincts. Now, I do work this out mathematically on my sheet, but it's also based on the price action itself. That's where the maths comes from. It's the waves of the market. It's how far it's overstretched. It's how big the candles are. Now, this tells me what volume is. The waves tell me whether or not it's still in motion. All these little clues that you piece together. And then you just apply it to the chart. And then when you start saying, oh, you take too much off the table and all of this. I ain't in this to gamble. That's a gambler. I'm in this to get in, get as much money as I can for as little pain and as little time as I can and get out. It is that simple. But I know how to measure a chart, I know how to map a chart, and then I just work it. It's that simple. Case in point, I'll flip this back. Same chart. There's my level. Stalled and pulled away, bang on it. There's my secondary level underneath it. To the pip. Down here, these entry points. Absolutely bang on. So I know what I do works. And it's that simple, guys. You know, If it works for you, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Not me, nobody. You know, but what I am saying is, if you trust in your indicators, just be a little bit wary, because they are all lagging. The price will tell you what you need to know. All right, levels is king. Work your levels out, keep an eye on the price, and you'll be fine. So there you go. That was just me having a quick trade on a Monday. Don't really like trading on a Monday, but I just wanted to kind of put into perspective my sheet, because I trust it, even though I'm questioned on it every day. So there you go. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.